Restorative justice to me means healing. And I come from a family of restorative justice slappies. We love it so much. My sister, who helped bring restorative justice to the circuit court and teaching that initially in the peacemaking court with Tim Connors. My mom, who was at the front of the court for almost 30 years, who did the domestic peacemaking. And I'm also a trained mediator. And I was certified, and I believe in the peacemaking circle, but I believe that restorative justice, especially for our youth, is a way to heal a community. Now, the majority of the people who are sentenced or convicted in our community, even if they go to jail or prison, are coming right back. They are coming right back, and if they don't feel welcome to come back in our community, that's going to be a problem. And in addition to that, the victims of our crime, most of them, and I can't tell you how many that I have worked with and supported through some of the most traumatic days of their lives and years of their lives. I still have a relationship with many of them today, do not feel fulfilled by the criminal justice system. At the end of the day, and I'll tell you, at the sentencing of the first murder case I worked on, I looked back, and the defendant's mom and the victim's children were sitting together, crying, holding each other. Because the defendant's mom knew she was not going to see her son again outside of bars or glass. And the victim's family knew that their mom was never coming back. She wasn't going to be there for birthdays, holidays, or anything. Is that really justice? It wasn't restorative justice because there was no healing. Was our community safe from somebody who had killed once and now had killed again? Yes. Was he going to the appropriate place because he could not be a safe person in our community? Yes. Was there healing? No. And it wasn't at that time, but looking back on it, I see an opportunity. And I've had this conversation with one of our victims' rights providers, is that I see restorative justice as an opportunity to sit for all parties involved, I call it front end and at the back end. Sometimes it diverts cases away from the criminal justice system on our low-level offenses, and that we can do a peace circle, and that we're not going into the criminal justice system. We hold those charges in abeyance and see if we can come up with a community resolution. Sometimes. But then there are times, like I just described, following a murder conviction that might be 2 or 3 years later, and everyone is still hurting because that doesn't go away in a community. That reverberates. That translates. That family feels the loss. Both families are feeling it. And that might be an opportunity for them to say, hey, prosecutor's office, I'm interested in meeting with my offenders, can we come up to Lansing? And making that bridge between victim services and making that a service that is available is something that I'm very interested in. And expanding our program to post-judgment so that we can have conversations in prisons, conversations on parole, conversations on probation, and so that our community is truly healing.
Thank you so much.